भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I request you to take your seats, please. May I also request our chief guest, Mr. Kamath, to join us on the stage. Sir, may I please request you? May I request Mr. Chandrasekhar? Sir, would you please join us on the stage? Other dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Dale Tasharsky, please join us. Mr. Pen Gang, Commercial Counselor, Embassy of the People's Republic of China, would you please join us? Mr. Kuldeep Goyal, would you please join us on the stage? Mr. Goyal, N.K. Goyal. Mr. Kuldeep Singh. Mr. Rajesh Charya. Mr. Pankaj Mohindru. Mr. Rahul Sharma. Mr. Yan Zhuang Guanzhong, would you please join us, please? Mr. Shrikant. Mr. Shrikant, would you join us, please? Ladies and gentlemen, just a brief welcome. But before we start the opening ceremony, this is to request our guests to light the lamp, the auspicious lamp which we have on the left-hand side of the stage, and the ladies will sing the Gayatri Mantra at the same time.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very good morning to you. My name is Prem Bahel, and I'm the chairman of the Exhibitions India Group. We annually we organize this very wonderful trade fair called Convergence India. And we have been organizing this fair for the last 18 years. We believe that we will continue to do so as we move forward. But to tell you the truth, I'm actually looking forward to 2012, when we will have completed 2 decades of service to the nation as well as to the industry. And I really believe that in 2012, this particular expo will come to its actual strength, and it will actually denote the competence that India is capable of providing to the rest of the world as well as to our own country as far as communication technologies and services are concerned. I have a very brief welcome to make to you this morning, essentially to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Gurudas Kamath, who's our Minister of State for Communications, and I'd like to tell him that we are very grateful that he's been with us here this morning. I'd also like to welcome Mr. Chandrasekhar, who's the Secretary to the Government of India in the Department of IT, and I'd like to welcome all our other distinguished guests on the dais. I'm not going to take their names, but I do really appreciate the fact that they're here with us this morning. Let me begin, therefore, by requesting the ladies to provide the bouquets to our guests one by one. Ladies, the first bouquet to Mr. Gurudas Kamath, Honorable Minister of State for Communications and IT. The next bouquet to Mr. Chandrasekhar. Mr. Dale Tosharsky, thank you for being here this morning. Mr. Pen Gang, Commercial Councillor Embassy, not here. Mr. Kuldeep Goyal, welcome, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Mr. Kuldeep Singh, thank you, sir. I'm delighted that you were able to make it this morning. Mr. N.K. Goyal, a dear friend and also a promoter of the industry and has been doing so for many, many years. Not that the others have not been doing it, but Mr. Goyal, you take a special position. Mr. Rajesh Charya, good morning, President of the Internet Service Providers Association of India. Mr. Pankaj Mohindru, National President, India Cellular Association, welcome. Mr. Rahul Sharma, Vice President of TIMA, representing the Telecom Equipment Manufacturers Association. And last but not the least, we have a very special guest all the way from CCPIT in China, denoting the support of the government of China as well, Mr. Yang Guanyong. Good morning. Thank you, ladies.